In this video, we're going to learn how to do plotting in Matlab. So I have some code here. All it's doing is generating 1 second of a sinusoidal at frequency 100 with an amplitude of 1. We're not going to be too concerned with this part of the code. This is just to generate a sinusoidal. The thing we're going to focus on is plotting. So once you execute this code, T will have my time vector and Y will have my samples or points of the sinusoidal, and that's what we want to plot. We want to plot Y versus T. So the first thing you need to do is type figure. This will open up a figure that you can plot on. The next thing you want to do is type plot, and then you need to give plot your X and Y. So in our case, our X is going to be my time, T, and then Y is just going to be Y. Alright, so let's go ahead and run this. I'm going to save it and then execute it. And we'll see that we get a sinusoidal of T versus Y. So we can see we have the sinusoidal. You can, on here it's interactive, so you can even zoom in on it. So we can kind of highlight in here and see there's a sinusoidal. But it's missing some labels. Like we don't know if this is time, we don't know if this is amplitude, and we may even want to title it. We may want to add a legend. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's say we want to add an X label. So we could just type X label. And then in single quotes we could put time. And then we can add a Y label as well. And there we could just put amplitude. And then we can give it a title if we wanted to. In single quotes we could say sign. And then we can also give it a legend. We can say this is Y. Right, so first you need to do the plot, and then these will be executed sequentially, and it'll add these labels and title and legend to the plot. So let's go ahead and save it and then run it again. And then we see we have a title, we have a Y label, an X label, and then the legend. So let's say that we wanted to add another signal to this plot. So let me just generate another sine wave here. Hold on. So what I did is I added another line here and created Y2, and the only difference is it's twice the frequency, so it's 200 Hertz instead of 100. So what we need to do is, after this plot, you need to type hold on, because if you don't type hold on and just do another plot, it's going to overwrite the plot you did already. So now we're going to plot T and Y still, hold it, and then plot T, Y2. And then we can give it a different color, so you can give it a third input and say like R, which will make it red. Alright, and then the X label, Y label, and title are okay, but now we want to add to the legend so that it shows which line is which. It will show that the blue line belongs to Y, and the red line, the red sinusoidal will belong to Y2. So we could just type something like this, and then it'll give us our legend. So let's go ahead and run it. Alright, so that we see that we have the legend now has Y and Y2 on it. The title and the labels are the same, and we can see that we have both plots on here. So let me kind of zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. And you can see you have the blue sinusoidal at 100 Hertz, and then the red sinusoidal at 200 Hertz.